Hi, we're going to talk a little bit about what to carry every day today. Every successful person needs to have a writing instrument on them. I prefer the Parker Jotter. Of course, this one's a broad point in blue, and then to put a fine point on things, I like to carry a pen in black. Always carry two pens. You got to have a good quality watch. This one, of course, has a compass on it and a number of other features such as a barometer, and it has the temperature on it. And also, I fashioned a little leather holster, and I carry a flashlight right there on the watch, so that it's kind of you've always, if you wear your watch to bed, you've always got a flashlight on you no matter what you're wearing to bed. Next, after writing instruments, comes tools of utility. It's always a good idea to have some kind of a multi-tool on you. This particular one is a SOG gearhead pliers. It's a lightweight SOG. It's you can open it one-handed if you like, so that if one hand is encumbered, you can still get the pliers open. And it's got a knife and several other utility tools on it. Sometimes, though, you're using a utility tool and you need to have something to hold a nut or a bolt on the other side, or hold a screw, in which case it's a good idea to have a little backup. This one is the Leatherman Squirt, and has several other very useful features on it. You got to carry your coins in your pocket, so it's a good idea to have a coin purse. Here's my little leather coin purse that I keep. I always keep my combat tactical earplugs in it. So as a result, that I shoot a lot, go to the range a lot, so I've always got my earplugs with me. Of course, I don't smoke, but there is an occasional use for a lighter, so I always keep a little disposable lighter right here in the back of the coin purse. That's, of course, where the multi-tool lives, and that's that. You got to have your keys to walk around with you, and I believe in always keeping keys in the exact same place. These are my keys. I keep them on a carabiner clip on my belt, but the carabiner clip is also a flashlight, and I believe every single key ring in your life ought to have a flashlight on it. Furthermore, your keys should be in the same place. I know without looking at it, I can put my hand right here, and these are my house keys, and right here is the door key to the car I drive most often, and next in line are the other vehicles in the order in which I drive them. Of course, it's a good idea to always carry a spare knife, and I have this little SOG knife that I keep on there. I don't really use it at all, so if I ever need it, it is really sharp, and I have occasionally peeled an orange with it. And of course, you should always, please tell me that no one watching this video ever walks around with one set of keys in their pocket. That's just insane. You should always have a backup set of keys, and of course, once again, this is a $10 flashlight. It's a Streamlight, and it's a lifesaver to have a flashlight on your spare keys. Now, when it comes to other tools, it's a good idea to have a pocket knife. This one's to my left hand, and this one is my utility knife. It's a Gerber. It's not an expensive knife, but it seems like when you need a knife, that hand that you need it in is always encumbered, so it's a great idea to have your other knife convenient to your right hand. And I'll just leave these here. Many people are involved in professions or just like to take pictures, so it's a good idea to have yourself a digital camera. Continuing on, of course, you've got to communicate with people, and nowadays your phone is also your Palm Pilot and your PDA, many other things. I particularly like to keep mine in my wallet because I try to, as much as you're going to see here, I try to minimize the amount of things I have. And of course, this is my wallet and also my Palm Pilot and my phone as well. And then I use the Bluetooth sometimes so that I don't have to put my phone up to my wallet up to my ear like Max Smart with a shoe phone. So that's that. Of course, this also has a camera in it, so it serves as a backup unit to my X Slim here, my Casio X Slim camera. When it comes to the use of the tools of force, it's a good idea to have some kind of less lethal tool. So I have the ASP baton, which I carry on the inside of my belt line, and you can just show the inside of my belt line where I normally carry it. You can, of course, take your shirt out and untuck it and then carry it concealed, but that is a concealed weapon in some places. You can't do that without a permit, and in some states like Texas, you can't carry this concealed because your permit is for a handgun, not for a baton. But this one also has an incredibly bright flashlight in it. It can be set to strobe, and so it's both a defensive tool pointed at someone as a flashlight, and if you absolutely have to, you can come over and extend this the other way and have a striking tool. Or if you want, you can have a reach tool. Those of you that drive a pickup truck or a station wagon, if you're trying to reach into the vehicle to try and get something you can't quite reach, or if you're at a restaurant and you just need to move the salt shaker over, you can flick that out and grab it. I've used it in many applications. When it comes to other tools of force, if you're in a dangerous enough environment, go ahead and show my shirt. If you're in a dangerous enough environment, which is anywhere outside your house, in my opinion, you ought to have yourself a high-quality defensive tool, such as a 40 caliber Glock or some other appropriate firearm. Of course, if you're in that dangerous environment, you probably ought to have some spare ammunition for your defense tool. And of course, if you're in that dangerous an environment, you probably ought to have a backup system to your Glock, and that is the Kel-Tec P3AT in a pocket holster, so it doesn't put any holes in your pants, and it's easy to and it's also easy to draw from. This one has the smooth part on the inside of the holster and the rough part on the outside of the holster, and that's a whole pocket load for the day.